Welcome to Easy English Talks podcast. Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Easy English Talks podcast. Our topic today is job interviews, something almost everyone will face at some point in life. Whether you're applying for your first job or your 10th, interviews can be stressful, exciting, and even confusing. In this episode, we'll talk about what to expect, common questions, useful vocabulary, and tips to help you feel more confident. But first, here are a few questions to think about. What was your first job interview like? Were you nervous or excited? If you could have any job in the world, what would it be? What do you think is the most difficult interview question? What do employers really want to hear in a job interview? Have you ever failed a job interview? Why do you think that happened? Now, listen the dialogue.
Thanks for coming in today. Did you have any trouble finding us? Please, take a seat.
Thank you.
So, let's get started. Tell me a bit about your educational background.
Sure, well, I graduated with honors from Chesterton University with a major in business administration, with a specialization in information management, and I minored in psychology. I chose this course of study for two reasons. I wanted to gain some practical, marketable skills, which the information management track provided, and I also feel that the interpersonal skills are essential for professional success, hence the minor in psychology.
Interesting. And your postgraduate studies?
Well, I am really passionate about consumer behavior, so I pursued a master's in that area. I also strive to keep my professional skills current, so I continuously attend seminars and conferences related to management and customer service.
Very good. Now, tell me a little bit about your work experience. I see here that you previously worked at Oracle.
Yeah, I worked as their customer support manager, which brought me a breadth of experience in both client care and process management. I supervised and coordinated the customer support team as well as implemented new strategies to achieve better customer satisfaction.
Interesting.
Yes, in this position, I was able to make some pretty significant contributions to the overall success of the company. With the different initiatives that we implemented, we lowered our churn rate to about 5%, which had a direct impact on revenue.
Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be bringing you the second part of our job interview series.
That's right. So this is an advanced lesson, and we're going to be talking about educational background and experience.
Right. So in the first part, we saw preparing for a job interview. Now we are at the job interview, and we're just going to be talking about your educational background and your job experience.
That's right. And the language we're going to learn is going to focus mostly on these two areas.
Okay, perfect. So let's take a look at some of the difficult words before we listen to the dialogue in Vocabulary Preview.
Vocabulary Preview.
Degree, diploma, diploma, certificate, university, college, college, major, major, subject, subject, education, education, graduate, graduate, bachelor's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree, master's degree, experience, job, job, career, career, resume, resume, CV, CV, internship, internship, skills, skills, strengths, strengths, weaknesses, weaknesses, interview, interview, training, training, employee, employee, employer, employer, work history, work history, responsibilities, responsibilities, achievements, achievements, promotion, promotion, teamwork, teamwork, communication, communication.
All right, so we're going to talk about a few common words that have to do with education. Now, the first word, I think we might know this one, but there's a little trick to it. So the first one is major.
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 So, yeah, I guess everyone knows what a major is, right?
Yeah, it's the main subject that you study in university.
Right. So you can study business as a major or
History.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but you can also use it as a verb, right?
That's right. I majored in history.
Majored in. So usually it's followed by the preposition in.
Yes, always, in fact. When
Okay.
used as a verb, I majored in science.
I majored in business.
Yes.
Okay, so you can say my major is business administration or history, or you can say I majored in business.
Yeah, and the same pattern applies to minor.
Okay, so minor, this is really interesting because this is more common in English-speaking countries, right?
That's right.
So what exactly is a minor?
Well, just like your major, but smaller.
Okay.
So if you major in history, maybe 60% of your classes are in history, and you minor in French, maybe 30 or 40% of your classes are in French.
So basically, you can have two subjects in your degree. You can have a major in business with a minor in art.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
All right, and another two simple words, a bachelor's degree.
Bachelor's degree, okay.
A bachelor's degree is what you get after going to university for 4 years.
Okay, so a bachelor's degree, after 4 years, you get that.
Yep.
After that, you get a master's degree.
Right. So that's another 2 years after your bachelor's degree.
Okay, and I guess a master's is more focused on an area, right?
Yes, more specialized.
More specialized. And then the highest degree you can get is a PhD,
Exactly.
which is a philosophy doctorate, right? But you're not actually getting a degree in philosophy.
No, it could be in international relations.
Okay. But this is really hard to get. You
Yeah.
have to go to school for another 5 or 6 years, right?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of research, and not many people have it.
Yeah. Anyway, some simple words, but you know what? It's quite unique to the English-speaking world, this system. So we thought we'd bring it to you now.
Right, perfect. So now let's listen to this guy who is at an interview, and he's going to be talking about his education and work experience.
Thanks for coming in today. Did you have any trouble finding us? Please, take a seat.
Thank you.
So, let's get started. Tell me a bit about your educational background.
Sure. Well, I graduated with honors from Chesterton University with a major in business administration, with a specialization in information management, and I minored in psychology. I chose this course of study for two reasons. I wanted to gain some practical, marketable skills, which the information management track provided, and I also feel that the interpersonal skills are essential for professional success, hence the minor in psychology.
Interesting. And your postgraduate studies?
Well, I am really passionate about consumer behavior, so I pursued a master's in that area. I also strive to keep my professional skills current, so I continuously attend seminars and conferences related to management and customer service.
Very good. Now, tell me a little bit about your work experience. I see here that you previously worked at Oracle.
Yeah, I worked as their customer support manager, which brought me a breadth of experience in both client care and process management. I supervised and coordinated the customer support team as well as implemented new strategies to achieve better customer satisfaction.
Interesting.
Yes, in this position, I was able to make some pretty significant contributions to the overall success of the company. With the different initiatives that we implemented, we lowered our churn rate to about 5%, which had a direct impact on revenue.
Well, those are some pretty good answers to those questions, but I don't know, Marco.
There was a little awkward moment. I don't know if you guys heard it. Natural body... What's it called? Functions.
Yeah.
So,
oh, dear.
Well, making the interview a little bit more interesting, right? It doesn't have to be boring.
Exactly. But what is really interesting is some of the language he used to describe his educational background and work experience. So let's look at that now in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, so in Language Takeaway today, we have 7 words that we want to focus on before we give you some tips about doing well on a job interview. So let's take a look at the first word. Course of study.
Course of study.
Course of study.
A course of study.
So what is a course of study exactly?
Basically, it's like a plan of study or a path of study.
Okay, so his course of study was...
Business administration.
Exactly, so that is his course of study. Mm-hmm. Now let's take a look at our second word. Track.
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 So he said he wanted to gain some practical, markable skills that the information management track provided.
Exactly.
So what does he mean by this track?
Again, basically, if the track of study is like the path of study.
Okay.
So the direction of your study.
Okay, so I guess it would be like, think of a train and the train tracks, right?
Exactly.
Where the train travels. So that's where it's taking you. That's the path that he followed or you should follow or you want to follow.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. Now let's take a look at our third word, and it's a really nice conjunction. Hence.
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 H-E-N-C-E. Hence.
Hence. So it sounds fancy, but
Yes.
what
Really
does it
simple.
mean?
So. Therefore. Yeah.
Right. So you can use it as a conjunction between two ideas. So he said, what would be an example of how you could use hence?
You could say the economy is doing poorly, hence people are losing their jobs.
Okay. Hence. So therefore, in consequence.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
But it just sounds a lot more like professional.
Formal.
Formal.
Yeah.
Okay. So try and use this conjunction hence, right? Instead of saying so, therefore.
Yep.
Use it. Okay. Our fourth word.
Pursued.
Pursued.
He pursued a master's.
Okay. So to pursue.
To chase after something.
To chase
Rawr.
after. So you can pursue a master's degree like he did.
Yes, you can pursue a promotion.
A dream.
Nice one.
Can you pursue a girl?
Yes, you can.
All right. So pursue to chase.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's look at our next word. Strive.
Another great word you can use when talking about your experience. To strive is to try really hard.
To try really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know we have some examples for strive.
Yeah, let's take a listen.
Example 1. At our company, we are always striving to improve our services. Example 2. He really strived to get a new job and his work paid off.
Okay, great examples of strive, to fight, to try really hard.
Yep.
All right. Okay, now the next word, I didn't really know what it meant, so this is really interesting. Breadth.
Breadth.
So it's kind of like saying bread, but adding a TH at the end.
Yeah.
Breadth.
Breadth of experience.
Okay, so this basically means it's wide.
Exactly. So when you have a great breadth of experience, you have a wide variety of experience.
Okay, so maybe in different fields or in different jobs. So
Yep.
you can have experience like in marketing and in a little bit in finance and a little bit in management.
Yes, a breadth of experience.
All right. All right, and now for the last word, it's actually 3-in-1.
A 3-in-1 deal.
A 3-in-1 deal. That actually, they are very related.
Okay.
Right? So When he talked about his work experience, he was saying he supervised and coordinated the customer support team.
Okay, so he watched over, right? And made things work together well.
To coordinate.
Yes.
So these are really great verbs that you can use when you're talking about your job responsibilities.
Yes.
I supervised.
I coordinated.
And he used another really great one that said to implement.
To implement, to make something happen, to put it in place.
Right? So he implemented new strategies.
Implemented new policies.
Okay. To set in action.
Exactly.
All right. So a lot of great vocabulary, a lot of great stuff, and well, you can use it for when you are at a job interview. So let's listen to this dialogue again. And when we come back, we're going to give you some tips so you'll do well in this part of the job interview.
Thanks for coming in today. Did you have any trouble finding us? Please, take a seat.
Thank you.
So, let's get started. Tell me a bit about your educational background.
Sure. Well, I graduated with honors from Chesterton University with a major in business administration, with a specialization in information management, and I minored in psychology. I chose this course of study for two reasons. I wanted to gain some practical, marketable skills, which the information management track provided, and I also feel that the interpersonal skills are essential for professional success, hence the minor in psychology.
Interesting. And your postgraduate studies?
Well, I am really passionate about consumer behavior, so I pursued a master's in that area. I also strive to keep my professional skills current, so I continuously attend seminars and conferences related to management and customer service.
Very good. Now, tell me a little bit about your work experience. I see here that you previously worked at Oracle.
Yeah, I worked as their customer support manager, which brought me a breadth of experience in both client care and process management. I supervised and coordinated the customer support team as well as implemented new strategies to achieve better customer satisfaction.
Interesting.
Yes, in this position, I was able to make some pretty significant contributions to the overall success of the company. With the different initiatives that we implemented, we lowered our churn rate to about 5%, which had a direct impact on revenue.
The English Pod audio review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. The history of the education you've had.
Educational background.
With special recognition for receiving very high marks.
With honors.
The main field of study in an undergraduate degree.
Major.
A limited area of study.
Specialization.
To have a secondary area of study in an undergraduate program.
Minor.
The combination of courses taken in a degree program.
Course of study.
Course of study.
Track.
Master's or PhD, education above the bachelor's degree level.
Postgraduate.
For that reason.
Hence.
Try to do something over a longer period of time.
Pursue.
Try hard to do something.
Strive.
A wide range or scope of something.
Breadth.
Important and large enough to have a noticeable effect.
Significant.
Adding or giving something.
Contribution.
University education.
Tertiary education.
Take the chance to do something before others do.
Take initiative.
Make something different in a special way.
Distinguish.
A good quality or feature that someone has.
Attribute.
Examine something in a careful and critical way.
Scrutinize.
Let's try that faster. Take the chance to do something before others do.
Take initiative.
A good quality or feature that someone has.
Attribute.
To have a secondary area of study in an undergraduate program.
Minor.
With special recognition for receiving very high marks.
With honors.
The history of the education you've had.
Educational background.
Try to do something over a longer period of time.
Pursue.
Course of study.
Track.
Master's or PhD, education above the bachelor's degree level.
Postgraduate.
For that reason.
Hence.
University education.
Tertiary education.
Adding or giving something.
Contribution.
The combination of courses taken in a degree program.
Course of study.
The main field of study in an undergraduate degree.
Major.
A limited area of study.
Specialization.
Try hard to do something.
Strive.
Important and large enough to have a noticeable effect.
Significant.
Make something different in a special way.
Distinguish.
Examine something in a careful and critical way.
Scrutinize.
A wide range or scope of something.
Breadth.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Course of study. I chose this course of study because it offers a wide range of work opportunities. Course of study. I want to change my course of study before the next semester starts. Course of study. My sister didn't choose her course of study. My parents decided for her. Pursue. They wanted to pursue their dream of traveling around the world, but it didn't happen. Pursue. My mother wants me to pursue a career in law. Pursue. You should really pursue that master's degree. It would really help your career. Strive. If you want to be successful, you must strive to achieve your goals. Strive. We strive to bring you outstanding customer service. Strive. Our company always strives to make our products better and better. Hence. The project was a complete failure. Hence, the project manager was fired. Hence. The project was postponed for 3 months, hence the delay in delivery. Hence. I never studied for my exams, hence my low marks.
Questions and answers. Educational background and job experience.
What is your highest level of education?
I have a bachelor's degree in business.
Where did you go to university?
I went to the University of Delhi.
What was your major?
My major was computer science.
Did you enjoy your studies?
Yes, I enjoyed them a lot.
What subjects did you like the most?
I liked English and history the most.
Did you ever take any online courses?
Yes, I took a course on digital marketing.
Have you ever done any training programs?
Yes, I completed a sales training program last year.
Do you have any certificates?
Yes, I have a certificate in graphic design.
Did you graduate recently?
No, I graduated 3 years ago.
Do you have any job experience?
Yes, I have 2 years of work experience.
What was your first job?
My first job was as a customer service assistant.
How many jobs have you had?
I have had 3 jobs so far.
What is your current job?
I'm working as a receptionist.
What company do you work for?
I work for ABC Corporation.
How long have you worked there?
I've worked there for 1 year.
What are your main responsibilities?
I answer phone calls and schedule meetings.
Do you like your job?
Yes, I really like it.
Why did you leave your last job?
I wanted to find better opportunities.
Have you ever had an internship?
Yes, I had an internship at a travel agency.
What skills do you have?
I have good communication and computer skills.
Do you work well in a team?
Yes, I enjoy working with others.
What is your biggest strength?
I'm very organised and focused.
What is your biggest weakness?
Sometimes I get nervous in meetings.
Have you ever been promoted?
Yes, I was promoted after 6 months.
What is your dream job?
My dream job is to be a teacher.
Do you prefer working alone or in a team?
I prefer working in a team.
What do you like most about your job?
I like helping customers and solving problems.
What do you want to learn in the future?
I want to learn project management.
Are you looking for a new job now?
Yes, I'm looking for a better position.
Why should we hire you?
Because I'm hardworking, reliable, and eager to learn.
Part General Information.
In this video, I will talk about 2 important topics that you must know for your job interview preparation. The first one is how to answer "Tell me about your educational background." And the second question is, can you tell me about your job experience? Now, if you don't have any experience, don't worry. I will cover that too. Let's start with the first question, which is about your educational background. So let's get started with the first question. Tell me about your educational background. Now, this question is very easy. It's very straightforward. All of you must have gone to school, college, university, or other places to learn something. When an employer asks you this question, they want to know where you got your education. What did you study? What qualifications or degrees you received? Now, in some countries, such as the United States, Canada, Australia, and most European nations, employers care a lot about the names of schools, colleges, and universities that you attended. The name of your school says a lot about your academic abilities. Now, in other countries, the name of the school doesn't matter much. What matters more is what you have learned during your education. You may have learned technical skills or soft skills, or maybe both. So when you answer this question, make sure you mention all the important details such as where you studied, the level of qualifications you achieved, and what you have learned. Now here is a sample answer that you can use. My educational background is in engineering. I completed my high school education at St. Mary's Academy, and after that, I went to the University of Delhi, where I earned my Bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. During my studies, I specialized in design and manufacturing processes. My academic record has always been excellent, and I was also very active in extracurricular activities. As a student leader, I gained valuable experience in teamwork, communication, and problem solving. Now, as you can see in this sample answer, the candidate has mentioned his school name, the degree he got, the university he studied at, and the specialization. He's also told about his academic performance and his involvement in extracurricular activities. Now, this is just a sample answer. You can modify it according to your own experiences and qualifications. Make sure you practice this answer at home so that you can deliver it confidently in your job interview. The next question is about your work experience. Many jobs require previous job experience, but many do not. If you are new to the workforce, don't worry. There is nothing to be nervous about. If you don't have any work experience, you can still answer this question without hesitation. Before answering this question, think about the different jobs and activities that you have done in the past. Maybe you have part-time jobs or full-time jobs, internships, volunteer work, or maybe you have run your own business, or maybe you have done projects. All these things count as your experience, so don't say that you don't have any experience. Even if you don't have any formal work experience, you still have life experiences. Now let's understand this question in detail. This question is asked to assess your past performance in different roles and responsibilities. They want to know whether you are able to perform well at your previous jobs or not. They also want to know if you are a good fit for their organization or not. Now, the best way to answer this question is by using the STAR method. Now, what's that? STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. Now, let me show you how to answer this question using this method. So, situation. Talk about the situation you were in. Describe the organization where you worked or the project you worked on. Now, task. Describe the task or the responsibility that was given to you. Action. Explain the action you took to achieve your goals. Results. Share the results of your actions. What happened because of the steps you took? Is there any positive outcome? Did you achieve your goals? So let's understand with an example. So the interviewer says, "Can you tell me about your job experience?" So you can start by describing the first job you had. Why? So the first job I had was working as a sales associate at a clothing store. Now, next you can explain your task and responsibilities. My primary responsibility was to assist customers, answer their questions, and help them find the right products. Now, next you can explain the action you took. To achieve this goal, I developed strong communication and interpersonal skills. I learned how to build rapport with customers and understand their needs. I also actively listened to their feedback and provided excellent customer service. Next, explain the result. As a result, I consistently exceeded my sales targets and received numerous customer compliments for my assistance. Now you can share another experience from another job. The next job I had was as an intern at a marketing agency where I assisted with social media campaigns. My primary task was to create engaging content for various social media platforms. To achieve this, I learned how to use social media scheduling tools and create visually appealing content. I also stayed up to date with the latest social media trends and best practices. As a result, I helped the team increase brand awareness and engagement. As you can see in this example, I used the STAR method to describe my experiences in detail. Now, if you don't have any formal job experience, you can still answer this question by talking about your academic projects, volunteer work, extracurricular activities, or maybe any other relevant experiences. Now, here is a sample answer for those who don't have any job experience. Although I am new to the workforce, I have had several experiences that have prepared me for this role. During my studies, I participated in several group projects where I learned how to collaborate with others and achieve common goals. I was also involved in extracurricular activities where I developed leadership and communication skills. Additionally, I have volunteered at a local NGO where I gained experience in working with people from diverse backgrounds. These experiences have taught me the importance of teamwork, communication, and dedication. And I believe that I can make a positive contribution to your organization. Now, this is just a sample answer. You can modify it according to your own experiences and qualifications. Now remember to include details such as the name of the organization, the project name, and the dates of your involvement. Practicing your response before the interview can help you deliver it confidently. Now let's discuss the common mistakes that candidates make while answering these questions. Now, the first mistake is not preparing for these questions in advance. Many candidates go into the interview unprepared, and they end up saying things like, "I do know," or "I do remember." This is a big mistake. Always prepare for common interview questions in advance, so that you can deliver your answers confidently. Now, the second mistake is not mentioning the key skills. Some interviewers ask these questions to assess your key skills. Skills such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving. Now, if you fail to mention these skills, the interviewer may think that you lack these skills. Now, the third mistake is giving very brief answers. Now, some candidates answer these questions in 1 or 2 sentences. This is a big mistake. Take your time and give elaborate answers that show your skills and experience. So these were the 3 common mistakes that candidates make while answering these questions. Now, I would like to share 3 tips with you. Tip no. 1 is be confident. When you are talking about your education and experience, be confident. Don't be afraid to share your achievements and skills. Tip no. 2 is be specific. Don't give vague answers. Be specific and mention the names of the schools, colleges, universities, and the jobs you have done. Now, tip no. 3 is to be positive. Focus on the positive aspects of your education and experience. Don't dwell on the negative aspects. Now, these were the 3 tips that will help you answer these questions easily. So let's quickly recap what we have learned. We learned how to answer to common interview questions, which is, tell me about your educational background and can you tell me about your job experience? We also discussed the common mistakes that candidates make and the tips to answer these questions easily. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Also subscribe to our channel for more videos. I hope you will use these tips and answer these questions easily in your interviews. I wish you all the best for your interviews. Thank you so much for watching this video.
All right, well, I want to talk about 2 main things. And the first thing I want to talk about is how you address this question about your educational background. Like, what is the interviewer looking to find out?
Okay, perfect. So when you are talking about your educational background, you shouldn't only talk about your college degree, right?
Yep.
You should also talk about any type of training that you've had.
Yeah, I think it's really important to let the interviewer know that you're continually trying to update your skills and improve your knowledge. So any sort of courses or seminars that you might attend, this is a great chance to highlight those.
And that's what the interview is looking for, right?
Mm-hmm. Also, any trade publications, any magazines that you read related to your job is a great way to sort of highlight your desire to keep learning.
Well, I think that's really important because it's good that you went to a good university, you got this degree and everything, but continuously training yourself, and maybe just by listening to business podcasts or reading specific magazines or stuff like that is demonstrating that you care about what you do and that you are continuously learning, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so those are the main things to talk about in your educational background. Now, when this work experience question pops up, what should you really say?
When you're answering this question, I think there's something really important to keep in mind.
What's that?
You want to make sure that you're being as specific as possible, right?
Right, so giving examples of what you've done.
Like, really specifically what you did, all of the sort of the main achievements you have.
Okay, so like for example, we saw in our dialogue that he talked about specific strategies that he implemented to improve customer support in that company.
Right, and he gave some numbers.
Right, he said, he lowered the churn rate to about 5%.
So it's so important whenever you can attach a number to your success or your achievement, to be able to do that in the interview really demonstrates your achievement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's really important. And another thing when you're talking about previous jobs is make sure you keep it on a positive note, right? Even if your experience was not very good or you didn't like the company or you had problems, you should avoid talking about that and always keep it on a positive note.
Right. So if the interviewer asks you why you want to join this company, why you're looking to leave your current job, you want to give these positive reasons.
Right. You don't want to say, well, because my boss was a jerk or I didn't like the company anymore. Yeah. You should answer it with something positive like, well, I think I need a change, or this job opportunity is more aligned with what I want to do in the future, etc. Yeah, so positive always on your interviews, and just, again, prepare for these questions that are always going to be there.
Yes.
So, Erica, I know that you've done a lot of interviews, and I understand that you've had a really weird question.
Yes. In an interview, I once got this question. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I really was asked that question.
What did you answer?
I think I said that I would want to be a willow tree because they're really beautiful.
Was that the right answer?
I don't know. Like, what are you supposed to answer to that question? I really don't know what the right answer was.
Well, some people, they'll ask you just, I don't know, random questions just to see what your response is. I think also maybe it's just how you deal with the pressure
or with the unexpected questions.
Right. So it's like that is pretty unexpected though. But I guess you handled it pretty well.
Okay. Well, I mean, I got the job. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I want to know from our listeners if they were a tree, what kind of tree they would be.
Yeah. And also tell us about, your job experience or your educational background. Well, I know, for example, that I've had a lot of different types of jobs. I've even been that person that gets on the bus and charges people the money.
I know.
It's
you've had every job under the sun.
But it's great. So tell us, what's the weirdest job you've had? What's the craziest or the best job? Or any experiences?
Yes. So visit our website, englishpod.com. Leave your questions and comments there on the website.
And we'll definitely be there to answer them. And we hope to see you there.
Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Bye.